Hi everybody, thank you for joining us today. I'm your host Kevin Ekberg and you're watching Win the Wonder World. We are joined today by Kayoung Kim from South Korea. Kayoung, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, well, could you tell us a bit about the educational system in South Korea?
It's kind of a little different from the America because we have something like academy that it's a personal tutor education system. So we go there after our school ends. And most of students do that, so that's a common thing. And also from high school, like 80% of the students go to the university. Yeah, I think that's the most different thing.
So the high school is the same as here or similar?
We have only 3 years of high school.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, really?
Yeah.
And then on top of that you go to personal tutoring?
Yeah, after school.
And does that cover specific subjects or is it just broad?
Yeah, we just like take classes whatever we want, something like
okay. Well, could you tell us a bit about the culture of your country? Like, what are the main differences, do you think?
I think in Korea, people are more like in a rush in everyday life. So when first I came to the US, I felt like really relaxed because every schedule and every also the class, the running time of the class was really short because it's like 50 minutes. There were some classes.
And in Korea?
In Korea, it's usually 1 hour and 15 or like 3 to 4 hours.
Well, some classes here are an hour and 15.
Oh, yeah.
So what about tourism? Do you get a lot of tourists?
Yeah, there's a lot of Chinese and Japanese in Korea that tour, that come to our country. I think, that's.
So mainly Japanese and Chinese?
Yeah.
Have you gone to Japan or China?
Yeah, I both.
Oh, really?
Went
what was that like?
In China, I don't remember that much because it was really gloomy, but I really like the food, like dim sum and dumplings.
Okay.
Yeah. And in Japan, I've been to Universal Studios or Disneyland, something like that. And they had really good souvenirs, so I spent a lot.
So you bought some souvenirs there?
Yeah. I really liked Japanese food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Japanese food?
Like a miso soup.
Miso soup?
Yeah.
What about Chinese food?
Chinese food? I don't have that much preference in Chinese food.
Okay, sure. You mentioned that you felt the class was a bit easier when you first came here. So how long have you been here?
I've been here for a month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I think it's not easier because all the language is different.
Sure.
Yeah. But I think what is the most different thing is the professors are really cheerful than in Korea. I think that's the most difference. And
so how are they in Korea then?
so like if there's a test today, and they upload an announcement in the homepage, in Korea they're like, today we have a test, so be prepared not to please bring something like this, and it's the end. But in here they have little comments like, you will do great, I believe in you, something like that. And then I think that's a really good thing.
You prefer that, you
think?
Yeah. Okay. So they're a bit more strict maybe in Korea, the professors?
Not strict, but yeah, a little bit than America.
A bit more serious? Okay. So are there multiple ethnicities in Korea like here?
Yeah, it's Buddhism and Catholicism.
No, ethnicities.
Ethnicities?
Like you have people from Mexico, from America, from Spain.
Yeah. In Korea, there's. I live in Pyeongtaek in Korea, which is right next to the U.S. military base. Yeah, so there's a lot of U.S. People from the U.S. And I think Korea is not that mixed culture. Yeah. still. Only like there's a lot of Koreans, pure Korean.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, right. You mentioned your hometown. What was it?
Pyeongtaek.
Could you tell us a bit about your hometown?
It's near to the Seoul.
Mm-hmm.
It takes about like 1.5 hours to drive, and it's a really small town.
Oh, so smaller than Joplin?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, it's really small, and that's
Sure.
it. Cause I don't have anything to say about my town.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
It's really peaceful area.
Have you had a chance to look around Joplin?
Nope, not
You
yet.
haven't
Not yet.
gone anywhere?
I've went to like eat pho, but I didn't like look around the town.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you haven't really seen a lot of Joplin then?
Nope.
Okay. Well, if it's a smaller town than Joplin, your hometown, I mean, there may be things that you don't have back home to look forward to.
In Joplin,
Right.
yeah, I heard that there is a cavern.
A cavern?
Cave.
Cave.
Yeah. So I really want to go to the
Okay,
tour
sure.
there.
You mentioned Japan and China.
Yeah.
Have you traveled to any other countries?
I've been to Hawaii,
Oh, okay.
and also I've been to Chicago.
Oh, so this isn't your first visit to America then?
No,
So Hawaii and Chicago, how was that?
I don't remember them much because I was like 9 years old when I
Oh, okay, a
went
long
to-
time ago
Yeah,
then.
but I remember the deep dish pizza.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really good. And in Hawaii, I think I had a pedal boat.
A paddle boat?
Yeah,
Hmm.
it was really nice.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you enjoy the Japanese miso soup. Do you have a favorite American food?
I love pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni pizza,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I think that's more Italian than American, no?
Yeah, I think so.
Sure. So that was the deep dish pizza was pepperoni?
I think it was just cheese.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. What's the food culture like in Korea? Like, do families eat together or?
It depends on the family. My family has a really different schedule. Like my parents and me have a really different schedule.
Oh, okay.
So we just eat whenever we want. So I just eat with my friends.
So you
And
don't really have like the big family dinners?
only on weekends.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Well, I think that's it's like that in a lot of places right here in America as well.
Yeah.
Sure. So you went in, you touched on it earlier. Like in America, there are a bunch of different faiths and religions, right? So what's the case in Korea?
So there's also Buddhism and Catholicism
Right.
and Christianity. So I go to church.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's really similar with in the U.S.
Really?
Because yeah, every Sunday we go to church and have a worship for an hour, and after that we have lunch together and
Right,
just
okay.
come back to.
Oh, that's just how most people do it here, right here in Joplin.
Yeah,
Would you say most Koreans are religious?
I think like 65 to 70% they have their own religion.
Okay.
Yeah, but these days there's a lot of people who don't believe in anything.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
like 30% or more.
What about holidays? What kind of holidays do you celebrate?
The biggest holiday in Korea is Chuseok, which is a Korean Thanksgiving Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's a lunar day of August 15th. So it differs every year.
Right.
So it's mostly on September or October. So on that season, we usually gather together by family and we make songpyeon, which is a Korean rice cake.
A
We
rice
have a sweet bean paste in it, so it's really good.
What about sports? What sports are popular in South Korea?
I don't really enjoy sports, but in Korea, baseball is really,
Really,
rising.
baseball.
Yeah.
So another similarity with America then.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So in America, politics are often a very contentious subject.
Yeah.
What are politics like in Korea? Are young people involved?
These days, young people started to be involved. more, but I think they're not still. Politics are very complex, and
Sure.
there's a lot of conspiracies.
Conspiracies?
Yes, conspiracies.
Sure.
So it's really hard to find the truth.
Oh yeah,
So,
sure. Well,
yeah.
that's the case here as well. On a more serious note, the South Korean president at the time, Yoon Suk Yeol, he recently declared martial law, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And he has subsequently been removed from office and impeached. Could you tell us a bit your thoughts about that?
Actually, that martial law didn't affect our daily lives that much, but a lot of people went on protest.
Against the martial law?
Yeah, in front of Yeouido, which is where the politicians are in.
Like Congress?
Yeah, yeah. So, and yeah, I think that's it. It was really shocking, and that's true. But as I said before, there's a lot of fake news.
Of course.
So I think I have to stay in the middle.
Okay. So it's still not completely, like, you're not sure what happened, or?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, in the same vein, a lot of viewers might be wondering what it's like living that close to North Korea. Could you share your experiences about that?
Yeah, most of people will think South Korea is really dangerous because it's still like temporarily seizing the war.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
But it's not that dangerous because, of course, like sometimes North Korea provoke.
They provoke the South?
Yeah. Sometimes like they send a balloon that is full of trash. Yeah. And sometimes they land on random places. So
in the South?
Yeah. Right. So if we find the balloon, we have to like call the organization that deals with the balloons, that clean up things.
Sure.
Yeah. And except that, I think it doesn't affect our daily lives that much.
Right, so most South Koreans don't think about the North that much?
Not that much. Also, like, sometimes, like that, if the provocation happens, they are worried. But after that, they just...
Oh, they go on with their daily lives?
Yes.
Sure. Well, stay tuned. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll hear more about how Kayoung is experiencing life here in America. When I Won the World, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Window on the World. And if you're just joining us, we're here today with Kayoung from South Korea. We've spent some time talking about your life back home.
Yeah.
Shifting gears a little, what brought you to Missouri Southern, of all places?
Oh, my thoughts about Missouri Southern?
No, what brought you to MSSU?
Actually, to be honest, this was my only choice.
Okay.
Yeah. But I really like it here. So,
Sure.
Yeah, it's really peaceful and good.
You said it's your only choice. What do you mean by that?
Only the Missouri Southern were recruiting.
Recruiting?
Yeah, recruiting the students, exchange students from our school, our university. Yeah.
Is it because you have a deal, your colleges have a deal?
I think so.
Okay. But you like it here, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you made any American friends?
Yeah, I made some of them.
Great. How would you say the university itself is different from yours back home?
I think the classes here are more in the morning than in Korea.
Earlier classes?
It starts at 8 in here, but in Korea it starts at 9.
That's the same.
No, it's a big difference actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you studying here?
I'm studying general biology and criminal justice.
Okay.
Also beginning algebra.
Right.
Yeah.
So what kind of career would you hope to get?
I'm not sure yet, but In Korea, I'm majoring in English literature and international business, so I think I might be a translator or something.
An interpreter or translator? Okay. Well, yeah, well, your English is really good, so
Oh, thank
I
you.
suppose so. What are your thoughts about America in general?
American general,
America in general?
in general, like the people or
Well, all of it.
all of it. I think, as I said before, like it's really peaceful and slow.
It's peaceful and slow.
Yeah.
So it's very hectic back home.
In Korea, if we go to the bank or like other places, so if we use bank and if we have to make a card, it takes only like 12 minutes or like 20 minutes.
Right.
But here, I think it was like 2 weeks to have a card, to get a debit card.
Right.
Yeah, so I think it's the most difference. But people here are really nice,
Oh,
and they
sure.
yeah, they always smile at me whenever we have an eye contact. So first time I was like really nervous.
Sure.
Yeah, but I think I'm kind of getting used to it.
And they don't do that in Korea?
In Korea, we don't see each other.
You don't look at each
Yeah.
other?
No.
Okay. So what would you say has been the greatest challenge in adopting to Joplin?
I think being alone is the most.
You're surrounded by family back home?
Yeah. Because whenever I want, I can just take a train and go to my home and meet
Right.
my parents. But I can't now. So being alone and have like mind control, like
Sure.
yeah.
So you didn't live with your parents in Korea then?
I used to live in a school dorm.
Oh,
In
okay.
Korea,
Well,
so-
see, that's one of the differences you could have mentioned.
Oh.
So high school students live at the colleges, at the schools?
High school in high school they live in their own home with their parents.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got it wrong then.
Yeah, but some schools there are some schools that all of the students have to live in a dorm.
Okay.
Yeah, even if it's a high school. But in university, it depends where you live. If you live far from the university.
All right,
yeah.
so a bit like here then. So they have boarding schools then?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, on a bit lighter note, what about the weather? Do you like the weather here?
I really like the weather.
Really?
Yeah, it's really, the air is so fresh.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, it's more on the rural side, so.
And I can see a lot of stars, and I think that's great. But it gets really warm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, especially today.
Yeah, it's really hot outside. So
Yeah, yeah, it is.
I was like, why is it getting hot so fast?
Yeah, in February.
Yeah.
What about the weather back home? It's not as hot in February?
Yeah, they had a snow last week.
Okay.
So it's still cold, but I heard that they're getting a little warmer, but I think it's still colder than here.
Sure.
Yeah.
So your family back home, what do they think of you coming here to study?
They always say like, you have to learn a lot. You have to like study hard there.
Sure.
Don't like play. Don't just play. You have to like, cause it's unique chance and
course.
experience. Yeah.
Do you talk to your family often?
We text a lot, but we
Okay.
don't like call that much. Like once a week.
Would you recommend Missouri Southern to other Korean students?
Yeah, I would like to.
You would?
Yeah.
Great. What's something they should keep in mind before coming here that you wish you'd known?
I think like being alone, like getting used to that loneliness. We should like, yeah, be aware of it.
To prepare to be alone?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe it's just the different expectations than what actually happened.
It might be more lonely than you think.
Okay.
Yeah, before coming here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, what do you hope to take away from your time here in America?
So, what do I want to do in U.S.?
No, like, what do you want to get out of it?
Get out of it? Like, what do I want to experience or learn from
Yeah,
the
exactly,
U.S.?
exactly.
Probably English
English
Yeah.
language? Sure, sure. So what has surprised you the most about life here?
I think there's not that much surprising things here. Because like
You weren't surprised?
only one thing that the buildings are really low. Like
Okay, sure.
yeah. It only have like 2 floors or 4 floors.
Right, right. There
Yeah.
are no skyscrapers.
Yeah. In Korea, they have like 10th floor, 10 floors, like really
Right.
tall buildings in school.
Well, they have that here, just not around Joplin.
Yeah, but it's really large area, so
Sure, sure.
they don't need to stack up the floors.
Right. You said your parents want you to study and not just play.
Yeah.
So how do you balance that time between studies and free time?
So usually on weekdays I study, and weekends I just play.
Okay, sure. Like, what do you like to do when you're not in class?
I just listen to music, and I really like putting on the makeup by myself.
Are there any standout experiences you've had while you've been here? Well, you've only been here for a month, so.
Yeah. Not really, but last week, I don't remember it well, but we went to Springfield to have Korean barbecue, and it was really good.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Is it just as good as back home?
No.
Okay. So, do you like the feel of like a more rural town like Joplin?
Yeah, I
Smaller
think.
buildings?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really nice.
So, how's your perspective on life in America changed by coming here?
More slower,
It's slower.
more slowly. Yeah. Like there's a lot of free time than in Korea, and I think that's nice. I can do whatever I want.
In Korea?
In Korea, no, in America.
Oh, in
Yeah,
America.
yeah.
Okay.
In Korea, there's a lot of things to do. Yeah.
Is there a specific place or state, even in America, you'd like to visit?
I would really like to visit New York.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and also Florida. Yeah.
What would you like to see there?
In Florida, I would like to visit Disneyland, Disney
Okay.
World, is it? Yeah. And in New York, I would just like to walk around the downtown.
Walk around downtown?
Yeah, and
Sure.
shop a little bit.
Shop, take pictures.
Yes.
Eat food.
Yeah.
Sure, sure. So we're moving towards the end of the interview. What has been the most rewarding aspect of coming here to America?
Oh, so when I went to the mall, I bought a clothes, and they're
What
I
kind of
think-
clothes?
just a basic T-shirts. Yeah. And after succeeding that, I felt really confident because I can buy anything.
Oh,
from-
after
yeah.
going to the mall on your own and buying a T-shirt?
Yeah.
Sure, sure. Well, the mall is within walking distance. That's
Yeah.
a good thing about the college.
I tried to walk there yesterday with my friends, but we got lost. So
You got lost?
we don't know the way there yet.
So how long did it take you to get there?
40 minutes?
40 minutes?
Yeah.
It's like a 20-minute walk.
Yeah.
So you got lost in the woods?
Yeah.
Okay.
There were ponds, so we couldn't like
Right.
cross the.
Yeah. Well, how did you end up finding the place?
We just went back to the road
Oh, okay.
and walked side of the road. So it was really dangerous, you know.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how would you describe yourself in like one sentence?
I think I am a person that really gets nervous easily.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you've been doing fine during the interview.
No, my hands are really sweating.
Well, don't tell us that. We can't tell. Well, it's been great having you on.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And that wraps it up for this edition of Window on the World. Stay tuned for more stellar programming here at KGCS. I have been your host, Kevin Ekberg. Goodbye, everybody.